Welcome to the 515 Project Web Administration Tutorial. This is part one of a two-part video demonstration on how to administer the templated website provided by the 515 Project. We're going to be looking at our Demo Hill site today. This is a demonstration site available to anyone. You can come out to www.demohill.org and take a look at this site and wander around in it and get into the administration site and the member site and just look and see how the thing is functioning. We recommend you spend some time out here. Today we're going to look at how to administer this site. This is going to be a two-part series, and like I say, this is part one, and we'll just get right started here. You got several sections of the site. You got the main page, which we're looking at now. Then you got a beliefs area, a services area, a ministries page, a staff's page, a calendar area, a members area, and then the administration section. And all of these areas except the main page and the administration page are administrable from within the admin section. So we'll go out here and get logged into this thing so we can begin to build this out and administer and maintain it. The credentials are listed right here on the page to get into the demo site. So we'll just type those in. And this is what you see when you first log in. Note that once you're logged into this administration area, and this works in the members area as well, once you're logged in, you can jump out to any other area of the site and back into the administration area without having to relog in. And that will stay that way as long as you have this browser session open. Once you close this browser session, you'll have to relog in to get back into the protected areas of the site. When you log into the administration site, the first part you come to is the site features page. This is the area where you can turn off and on these areas of the site listed up here. If you don't want to have a staff page in your site, you don't have to have it. You can just come down here, uncheck the checkbox, update site features. You no longer have a staff area in your site. Change your mind down the road and want to add it back in, come in, check the checkbox, update site features. You now have a staff page again. You go over here, manage staff page, and you can just go ahead and edit that page up. In the members area, you also have some features and things going on over there that you can turn off and on as well. If your church, say, doesn't have a cleaning rotation, you don't need to have a cleaning rotation listed there. You can uncheck this, update member features button, and boom, in the members area, that section on the menu will be gone. To get into the members area, you do have to have credentials, and that is to protect the member data that is stored in there. We do have a very nice, robust members directory in there. So to get into the member site, you need to have the credentials, and currently here it's demo and members for this demonstration site. That's church-wide. You give those credentials to anybody who's a member of your church, and we do recommend that you change these every so often by just coming in here and change new username, new password, and there'd be an update button here normally. Change those and then just pass that out in your brochure or in your bulletin on Sunday, or make announcements in your services or whatever to get people aware of the new password. And we do recommend you change that every month or quarter or something, just so you don't have a stagnant user credentials out there that could possibly be picked up on down the road. Finally, on this page, you have some site usage statistics, just count of how many people are going in and out of various pages of your site. The ones I'm usually interested in are member area logins and administration site logins, just to kind of see who's going into those areas and managing it. You'll notice we have a couple of numbers that are really out of skew here for the rest of everything. That's from the search engine robots that come out and index pages. They hit certain pages quite frequently, and that runs these numbers way up. So nothing to be alarmed about there. Next, we got the manage your site administrators. When we hand a new site over to a church, we are listed in there as the global admin. That's so we can get in and help you with this site if necessary. And then we add whoever we're working with as a admin. and so they can get into the site and begin to build it out and add more administrators to help them build it out down the road. You can delete ours if you want. We recommend you don't, but if it bothers you, you don't have to have it in there. We'll find a way in. For all administrators, adding a new one is as simple as first name, last name, email address, so they can get notifications, a username that they're going to use to log in, and their password. You send that information to them, and they can log in and administer any part of the site. Any administrator can reset the password for another administrator if they forgot the password, you come in and you create them a new password, hit the reset button, it saves it, you send that password to them in an email or call them up on the phone and give it to them, and now they've got their login back. If they're going to be out of town or out of the country or something, like for an extended period of time, and you need to disable their account for some reason, you can do that, and then you can re-enable it when they come back into availability. And if they should move to another church or for some reason or other, you can actually delete their account to remove that access point into your system. Next, over here we can manage our church families. Now, the members directory in this site is very extensive and feature-rich. Here, all you do as an administrator is you add a family unit. The family unit will then log into the members area, and they will build out their directory listing. So all you have to do is create a new family unit, which is the head of the household, first name, last name, where they live, and their phone number, and that creates a family unit. They will then log in and add spouse, children, birthdays, ages, anniversaries, dates saved, favorite colors, where they work, and all that kind of information that can go into a business or into a church directory, and they will handle and manage it themselves. That's not going to be a burden on the administrators. The individual users can manage their own member directory listings. So you just have to add, update, and delete the core family units from this screen here. Next, you got the calendar of events area, and we have a nice calendar of events. It's a good-looking calendar. You got events displayed on here. You can click on any event, and it gives you the details of the event. And I want you to make note of this down here. It's in light gray. You can barely see it, but if you highlight over it, you can see it. That's the event ID number. Just keep that in the back of your mind. In the administration site, where you go to manage calendar events, you can add a new event by giving us a short name. That's what shows up in the calendar item on the calendar, so it's short, doesn't wrap, looks good. Next is the long name, the standard name of the event. Choose a date for the event. This is going to happen on Tuesday the 10th. Put a start time in, and an end time if you want, or if you know it, or you can just put it's going to run for an hour, or whatever. Then you put in a contact name, their phone number, or email address, so people can contact them for more information, or to reserve a spot, or to get a ride on the bus, or whatever. And then a description for the event. And then you save the event out. If it's a recurring event, like say you're going to have a Bible study every Tuesday night for the next 13 weeks, you just type that in here, say I'm going to run it every week for 13 weeks starting on Tuesday the 10th, and it will add all 13 entries to the calendar with one click. So you don't have to sit there and add each one of the 13 events. Now the delete thing, when I told you to remember that event ID number on the event detail, you put that number into here, click delete event, and that's how you delete an item off the calendar. And that is going to conclude part 1 of this 2-part video series on how to administer your Project 515 website. Please check out part 2, and that will give you the rest of the information you need. Thank you, and see you there.